So Carlee Russell has issued a statement through her attorneys in which she apologizes for this whole hoax that she set into motion. And we're going to get into a trail that she might have used to get away from police as she tried to execute the hoax. Let's get to it.
That I have talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emory Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or at any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
So we'll have to wait and see if they actually bring any charges towards Carlee and what type of fines or time that she'll have to do. I think one attorney was saying that it's a misdemeanor to file a fake police report in Alabama, but that's a slap on the wrist. It's, but then you have to take into account the search parties that were deployed, the tax dollars that were spent going to all of this, and I'm glad they searched everything out and found out the truth before they just flat out believed her, because a lot of times women's word have enough power that they just are believed when they throw stuff out there. And we all know so many cases in which this happened. It just so happens in this case, she wasn't pointing a finger directly at someone to make it be a thing, but we also have some alleged information that Pink Book Lessons came upon of a gentleman that may have discovered, allegedly, the trail that she might have used to escape the police.
She coasted, and then stopped right around here. Flash, but there is a trail. There's a gully go down there, and then there's a trail, as you see.
Back with an update on Carlee Russell, who's still ducking the police but went to party it up for her birthday in Atlanta over the weekend. She turned 26 years old. No apology, no nothing, just looking at people talking about her online and even liking a tweet from an idiot defending her. Oh yeah, and there's a lot of them still out there. I don't know how or who could be standing behind this woman at this point, but there are so many of them on social media.
So this is the tweet that she liked. Carlee, I ain't mad at you. As messed up as it sounds, you had to do what you needed to do for self-preservation. The Bible says, you without sin cast the first stone. May the Lord be with you and all the families deeply affected by this situation. Well, people love throwing a Bible verse on top of some bad behavior. Listen, okay, I get it. We all are sinners. But that doesn't mean because we all have dibbled and dabbled in it that we should okay all sin. That's not how that works. There's still some things that we have to abide by. And we got to call out wrong when it's wrong. And for her to think it's okay to obtain self-preservation by disrupting everyone else around her peace is messed up. Like, it was a gentleman who lost his daughter in this same manner. His daughter they was searched for and she was not found. And so that brought up a whole nother layer of trauma in his life to be trying to help somebody not to go through that, only to discover that it's a hoax. With that being said, this ain't the way to go about it.
Can you imagine all this mess she caused? And she was in high enough spirits to celebrate her birthday, but too traumatized to talk to HPD, according to her mother? Yeah, right.
I mean, she was silly enough to do this. The only thing sillier is to proceed without letting the lawyer speak for you, which is the best thing she could have done. Some attorneys would have said they wouldn't even issue no apology through no lawyer and admitted to certain things because of the ramifications it could probably have on the client. But so I'm gonna show you a little more of the video of the trail that could have allegedly have been used. But it's pitch black when you turn the lights off. But when you got a flashlight, you can see something. But I imagine if they were out there looking for her in the middle of the night, they probably would have seen a flashlight flashing around. Plus, you add to the fact she didn't search out this trail like she searched out the movie Taken and the price for an Amber Alert or the age limit for an Amber Alert. She, all the other things she searched out to pull off the hoax. So either she had already known about this trail, or it's possibly she didn't use it at all, or probably she just hid back there or whatever, or discovered it. We don't know. But people are just wondering, why would she do this? What's her mind state to do this? I mean, to me, man, it's an extreme example of wanting attention, which is something that we are all guilty of. Just like that Bible verse just read earlier, whoever without sin cast the first stone. I think the number one photo in the world today is a selfie. And then people constantly be on Instagram, Facebook, this, that, or the other social media app, flexing and stunting and faking for the gram. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to make our lives look like something that it's not. People love getting sympathy. That's a thing where people like take hospital photos or whatever, to get sympathy or whatever. It's weird. And in some extreme cases, it can be considered to be a mental illness, It's weird, but it's the world that we are living in this day and age. And it seems like it's only going to get worse. But, I mean, I can't tell you why people go through these elaborate schemes or what they going to gain from it, whatever. Like some people are... We've seen people run off with money for, post sympathy stories and then get the money and run off with it. It was the whole time it was a fake story. Posted up GoFundMe, people done donated to it. They ran off with the money. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's for that reason. And who knows, man. But I do think the punishment should start to be a little bit more harsh for these type of things when you involve law enforcement, when you involve tax dollars that, hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever. I don't know how much was spent in this case, but sometimes these things can go on and on and on. And then I definitely believe so when it comes to women who do this and throw these charges at men in the hopes of ruining their lives. Women throw these charges to get them to stick for financial gain. There was a guy, Brian Banks, football player, years ago. He was 17. Falsely accused, thrown in jail for years. The woman wrote a book. She sued the school in which the incident took place, and she got millions from this. And then years later, admitted it was all false. He get out of jail. His football career obviously suffered from it, and there was no legal ramifications for that. She did not do a day in jail for what she had done to him. When women do things like this and lie on men as far as trying to get some type of assault charge placed on them, it is usually no legal ramification that a man can take to make that go away. Michael Irvin still hasn't got his job back over false accusation. You dig what I'm saying? So this is what I don't like about the side of that, where usually a woman's word is believed before anything, before any type of facts come out. You know what I'm saying? It's just fortunate that she didn't specifically point the finger at a man or something to ruin their life initially, and that they went through their due diligence and dug up facts before they just believed what she said. So that's what's scary and dicey about the whole thing, and that there is no law to make people think twice before they go ahead and do something like this and create a hoax that's going to, disrupt a lot of things and a lot of people's lives and take money out of people's pocket and all of that. With that said, this is your boy Pete Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.